Hey, ladies.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
hey, y'all.
Welcome to episode 6 of Auntie And we're going to start with our quote as usual. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And that quote is by Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. So what do you guys think of the quote?
I've heard that a million times, but I've never heard who it was by. His name is totally unfamiliar to me. But yes, I totally agree with that. I've always liked that quote.
I love it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I'm going to turn it over to Auntie Janisha for announcements.
We have 2 today, everybody. First of all, we are official because we have subscriptions. They are just $4, and that will get you early access. Plus, we're going to have some merch sometimes. But again, it's $4, and you can find that on Gumroad, Gumroad. And also, as far as the merch, check us out next month. Not just ready yet, but we're going to be on Shopify with all of your swag for Auntie Listen.
Yay.
Okay, we moving on up. Oh, hey.
Yes, we are. And I would like to thank all of our listeners for their support, continued support, and like to welcome any new listeners. Let's get into our celebrations. We have a short list of celebrations this month. October 1st, 1960, Nigerian Independence Day from British rule. October 10th, 1492, Columbus Day, except in Hawaii, South Dakota, and Alaska.
We don't do that in my city either.
October 10th, 1989, Indigenous Peoples Day is celebrated in South Dakota instead of Columbus Day. October 12th, National Farmers Day. October 24th, 1945, United Nations Day. October 31st, Halloween, aka All Hallows Eve or All Saints Day. I know I didn't celebrate Halloween growing up, and I don't think you guys did either, because didn't you guys grow up Jehovah's Witness?
Yep.
We did, but me being the oldest, I did get a little taste of Halloween. And the one that I remember, I got in trouble for eating some of my candy, and I didn't even eat any of the candy. One of the other kids knocked my bag down, and some of the candy came out, and I got in trouble because my auntie thought that I was trying to eat it.
Oh.
So that is not a very special.
Well, but me, Marvin, and Frederick used to, jump ship from a physical sleep, and we did our own little thing. I mean, it wasn't too many houses, but we got it in. So yeah,
Y'all snuck out.
Of course we did.
Oh.
I have another. I don't even know how I forget this. And I ended up moving with my mom. I was 17 years old because I didn't really know that many people in the area where she lived. She dressed me up and took me trick-or-treating. I was 17 in my neighborhood.
Aww.
And one of our neighbors, on our way back, we lived in an apartment complex. So the neighboring complex, one of the neighbors made their whole apartment into a haunted house. It was so weird, but it was fun. It was fun.
That's what's up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we are going to delve into our topic. This is Auntie Janisha's favorite topic. Well, I don't know if it's her favorite topic, but
food.
It was a topic that she wanted to delve in more, and it's the
food, Auntie.
Yours?
No, food. Are we talking about food? You said my favorite.
Well, I was teasing when I said your favorite.
Oh.
It's monogamy versus polygamy and polyamory.
Polyester.
You said polyester. Okay. Because we had delved in this topic a little bit when I was trying to stir up trouble, I wanted to do a little bit more research on it. Polygamy is an ancient custom. It was practiced by people in all parts of the world. Polygamy is also practiced in modern America, Africa, and Malaysia. Buddhism and Islam are religions that do not consider polygamous marriages a sin, but there are only one condition. The husband is totally responsible for all his wives. However, Christianity does not endorse polygamous marriage, although a lot of Christian saints had numerous wives and also concubines. As for the ancient patriarchs, for example, King Solomon had 700 wives and also 300 concubines. Here's my question. Do you think that government and the church should tell consenting adults over the age of 21 what kind of relationship they can have?
No, well, I don't know.
No. Go ahead, Auntie
No.
Michelle.
I mean, no. When you are a grown person and whatever you decide to do with that, that is just that. Don't know. Nobody cannot tell you what type of relationship you should be in. That's what like the society have like smothered us with, and women. Auntie Johnny, she was talking about brainwashing. Tell us what we can and cannot do. If you're not hurting nobody, it ain't nobody business how you get down. And that's on period. No, that's all I got to say about that.
What about you, Auntie Janisha?
Everything to me refers back to culture and your community. So your cultural community. Whatever your cultural community is supporting, that's what should be going on, because government has a function and it's not really cultural community. It's not family. It's just a framework of such to make sure their taxes are diverted that way or something. I don't know, whatever. But if we were taught properly, I think we would have a different understanding of polygamy, and that's just in the American culture because other people get it. I, at this stage in my life, don't think I could deal with it because I've been some places, but I understand it, and I'm certainly not opposed to it. But one thing I do agree with is that should be regulated. A man or a woman, whatever. I think it's a man's realm, but I wouldn't single out how somebody wants to function in their situation, right? If you cannot handle all that you decide that you're going to take on, you should not have it. If all this man can deal with this one woman, then that's the one thing that he needs to be doing. Don't try to go out here and have 2 and 3. That's for the other man that can handle that.
You say that should be a regulation on that? Like,
I'm not saying that it
penalty?
should be a government regulation, but I think that certain things wouldn't make it to government if the community stepped up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like how children used to be watched over by all the neighborhood back in the day.
Absolutely.
There were just certain standards that were just, some were even unspoken because you knew not to step out of line like that. And it didn't hurt you that you didn't step out of line. You just knew that it wasn't acceptable.
But would you also agree that I guess you're saying the whole community should be taught, because it's also our responsibility as the women to make sure this man can financially take care of me and whomever if I decide to swing that way, right?
Right.
You saying talk. Okay, there you go. So
And the reason
I
why,
agree with that.
The reason why I'm feeling like the community should be taught, even if we all don't participate, is because we live that way anyway. How often
and we should have an understanding.
How often are we women dealing with the fact that we know that he's cheating with her and her has a face in our mind? We know who her is, but we claim that we don't do polygamy. And yeah, you are.
Oh, yes, we do.
Because you're dealing with him while he's dealing with her. And both of you know that he's dealing with another one. That
I would like to say this on yours.
I want to say, well, you can speak on that, and then I want to say why I feel that way. Go ahead.
I would like to say this part of that on yours, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yes, I totally agree. And the thing is, but who told us that was cheating? That's how since I got up older, I always wonder who said when that man have separate families outside the household, who called it cheating? Because she just said this was the beginning of time. This is like stuff where like that might just be naturally, that just might be his natural instincts.
Well, I would say that it is cheating if people are not being honest. That has to be the umbrella over the whole thing. It's not gonna work, and it should not even try to work if people are being misled.
Right. But what if the reason why he feel like he can't tell the woman at home is because society puts the pressure on him saying he's cheating? Yeah. And the woman feel like she's being wrong when you say like the education is not there, right?
Right.
And so now she feel like she's being wrong, but in reality, he's really just doing what he do, right? I mean,
not necessarily.
And so it's kind of hard to be honest. I'm not trying to give them no pass, though. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's hard to be honest. I think that because like you said, we're adults. If I'm an adult, you see me as an adult, then give me the honor and respect of telling me what it is and let me make a decision for myself.
I agree with that.
Let me make a decision for myself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Be a part of this, and then be honest. Because, and what I said, the space that I've actually been in is the brother claimed that's what he wanted. Everything is working fine. I knew the other sister. Cool. Then there came another one.
I say we should just go out here and swing together. Then we ain't got to worry about it.
Swinging is different. But
I know, girl. I'm just playing.
Let me round it off as to why I feel like that about the women working together. It's because we have all of these children running around. I don't like the fact that our children have siblings that they don't know or can't even begin to know because the women don't get along, or the women don't know each other, or don't want to know each other,
or he is misleading.
We're creating these whole families that are broken all the way up, and that's the part that bothers me. When the children are happy, then hey, whatever works and they're good, that's what we need. There's nothing more. That's more than one set of eyes on you, as far as I'm concerned.
But I want to speak more on that because I love what Auntie Janisha brought, unless you finna talk Auntie Destiny, because I love how she just presented that. Education need to be done in our community, definitely, about the different types of relationships, because I feel like we've been misled, and society telling us, like, your first question was, do you think that's right? No, I don't think that's right. We have been misled of thinking like you can't do that, but it's very, very, very dangerous to do it like that nowadays because of so many drug, the mental capacity of people and the disease that is amongst us, right? But in a sense, there is nothing wrong with that, because a lot of people do not want traditional relationships, but they fear to say, this is what I want. All the simple fact, society saying, oh, if you get into that's disgusting, that's nasty. I hear it all the time. That's nasty, that's disgusting. Wait, hold on. But this is how our great grandparents operated. This is, until we was raped of our culture, this was what we did in our community. But just like Auntie Janisha said, it comes with different healthy rules and education behind it to make it a whole. Regulation, the rules are always necessary for anything, but we have been misled like, oh, that man, he cheating on you. Is he really cheating on me? Or do I not have an understanding of really his mental capacity? You know what I'm saying? How can you rip something from somebody and that's really like, because it's a lot of men would tell you, multiple women, I like this. Is that just part of him? Who knows? I don't know that, but it got to be something there. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Or it's just too far-fetched.
Nope.
What I'm saying right now.
I understand what you're saying. Let's talk about why a person would choose polygamy. Well, this is why a man would choose polygamy. There are many reasons that people may engage in or polyamory. These reasons may be religious or societal, including stability, safety, companionship, economic resources, reproduction, or love. In some cases, people are also polyamorous, meaning they have the capacity to love more than one person, which is what Auntie Janisha was saying.
Right.
Do any of those reasons would they compel you to be in an open relationship?
I mean, I'm up or Janisha.
Whoever.
I'm just saying. Okay, so I done went back and forth on this several times, and I have came to acceptance of me. I'm cool with multiple people in a relationship. I am really cool with that. Long as it's healthy. Anything I really, I get into things where people say they're not healthy, but it can be healthy. Mm-hmm. The only thing scares me about it nowadays is people mental capacity of accepting different things, because it have not been in that direction for years, and we trying to stir it back to that. And everybody don't have the mental capacity, because we already got so many other how can I put this? So many other issues that we already fighting with. That's not on the top of the list in our community. We so far away from that lifestyle. When I say, yeah, I don't mind, but I have to enter into people who also have conditioned themselves or really, really matured themselves or went within and healed themselves to be a part of this well. That and that disease thing. I ain't playing with that. Like, no, I ain't on none of that. I ain't with none of that. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't mind fine. And the only thing what backs me up is a lot of people jump out there and do this because they hear about it and they're not really educating themselves. Like Auntie Janisha said, that is something what should have been taught at a little age, young age.
Right.
It is because a lot of people actually look at that and compare it with sex only, but it's more than that.
Right. Auntie Janisha, how about you?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
I said, was there anything on that list of why a person would choose polygamy that would compel you to be in an open relationship?
I have my own list about it, and my number one thing is family and function. It's for the family, especially the children. If there are any, they have to be considered. And in some situations, like if it's just about the sex, I don't even think they should be involved. That's a whole nother something else. But it's whatever. Well, okay, that's the third thing. The agreement. What is the agreement between these adult people? That's like number one up front, because that's gonna cover everything.
Right.
So those are mine. But function, just because I'm a Capricorn and things have to work, which is why at this stage in my life I'm not opposed to it, because there are certain things that me as a fully grown woman know that I ain't gonna do. So yeah, you might as well go over there and find that over there. That's just what it is.
Right. Auntie Marva?
I am selfish, and I discovered that I am selfish. I don't want to share. Although I do agree with, if it was taught in this society, I probably would not feel this way. I have come, or I don't want to say I've come to realize, but my understanding, I feel like men are capable of being faithful to one person. We're willing to sacrifice and do what we need to do just because I think, there is some truth in saying that we are the weaker vessel. I feel like there's some truth in that. Maybe not everybody may agree with me, but just because we're willing to sacrifice for our significant others, yes, we will, take on certain things and tolerate a lot of things for the sake of love. But men in general, if you look at nature and all together, even in the animal species, they have several wives. So it's a natural thing for them to just be with multiple women. So I understand it, but I still don't agree with it just because of me. I am selfish. I know I'm selfish, and I realize I'm selfish. I don't want to, but I do tolerate certain things because of I realize I feel like they're incapable. Do I want to do it? No, I don't like it. So I will put me on reserve just to protect my heart and my feelings.
Right.
I will put me on reserve just to protect even me. I am married, but I will still put me on reserve just to protect my heart and my feelings, because in reaction to how I'm thinking or feeling, my Auntie Marva might show out a little bit. So to keep from having to do that, I will force myself to understand. I will force myself to receive and understanding that men are incapable of being faithful to one woman, just so I can protect my heart. That's the best way I can say that.
That's a good way to say it. I have entertained the idea. I don't know if I would actually put it into practice, because I'm like, it would be nice to have more than one partner. Because like, say partner A isn't into the same things that I'm into. Like, I like going to car shows and Renaissance fairs and festivals. Partner A may not want to do that, but partner B may want to. And so I can go with partner B, and then partner A can just do whatever he wants to do. And then if I want to go see a movie that partner B may not be interested in, but partner A is interested in, then partner A and I can go and see that movie, or we can all go see it together, So yeah.
I like that for just a little bit of selfish gain. I'm with it. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, so in that respect, I have entertained it. But, when I watch shows like Sister Wives or Seeking Sister Wives, I wouldn't be a good sister wife. So I would have to be the primary, because I'm not going to get involved in all the jealousy and all the drama. No, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to go and be in my own and do my own thing before I put up with any of that. So that's why I think it would be better to have.
Right? Because I say, y'all do that because we all want our own time. We all want our private time. And when I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to be bothered. So in my mind, I say, go on over there with her, because I just don't feel like being bothered right now. I know you got needs, but I don't feel like it right now. Go do what you got to do and leave me alone. But then the other side of me be like, punch him in his medulla oblongata, because he tried. He testing you. Pick him up by his Adam's apple and slam him because he is testing your gangster. So it's like I don't really know. I don't know if I can fully commit to it because it's like the person that the little selfish girl in the background is like, girl, that's yours, and he is trying your gangster. You feel? So I don't know if I could just 100% commit to it because it's I can't straddle the fence, either I'm in or I'm out. Like, so yeah, I don't know, maybe that's the part of me that's close to the Gemini. Warring with the lover with me in me, because one day sometimes you feel like that and sometimes you don't.
Right.
And what you're saying is exactly it. We need to know ourselves, and that's a part of the education. It's not just educating you about that. It's the mental part about knowing yourself before you get into it too, because obviously we don't know enough to get into these. To even try them out. You can come out traumatized just because we came up through the culture we came through, and we are trying to do something different because of all the stuff that we're doing right now, and excuse me. So that's why the education is important. But Auntie Destiny, you said something that struck me, because we're both Capricorn, and the boss that I'd like to think that I am, I do take the back seat on this. Where you said you would like to be the primary, I would actually not mind being the second wife rather than the first one, because I don't like managing grown people.
And I knew what you was getting.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the one, the gardening one. I can handle all the paperwork. I could do, and that's what I mean about the function too. Why are we bringing these other wives in? Is this just for kicks? Do we just want a sex pal? I mean, like, all these things need to be placed on the table. Throw the sex part out the window, or put it on the table rather. First of all, I don't want to get on with the woman. So there's that part too that you need to talk about. Period. Are you going to participate all together, or is it just going to be separate like that? Because some couples may choose to all of them be together at one time, right?
I'm down with them couples. Heck yeah. Too much.
But
Here she go.
It might not be much for you. That's what I'm saying. So, like, there's a lot of conversation that needs to be had. I don't want to participate in the more than just myself and my man.
Yeah, me either.
Or myself and our man in that case, right?
Right.
Sharon is Karen.
But getting back to what I was saying, being the second, I'm there because I fit into the mold of what else is needed in their life. Maybe they're not good with paperwork part like I feel like I am, right? And I come in and if everything else is good with their family, then I might be a good fit. It's just like getting in anything else. It's just like a regular relationship. Everything gonna fit. So you're filling yourself out, and there's a dating process for the whole thing, and you're getting to know these women too. Because we keep talking about what you and him and your response to him, but it's also considering her feelings. Right. She might not want to be touched that night either. You and she.
Can I say something
while he's at work about whose night it is? All of that.
I mean, if you got enough people in the house, anytime we can. I'm just saying. But I want to say something.
What, Auntie Michelle?
I'm trying, Auntie. You ain't got to say it like that. Golly. So now, wait. See, that's why we don't like telling them that we do what we do, because you got people like you. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I am not to be judged, honey. Because baby, I make you. No, so I'm playing.
I'm not judging you. I'm just bracing myself for which way your wind is gonna blow.
Right?
Oh, hold on now. Oh, that he. So we joke. Everybody got jokes. Yeah. Everybody done picked up more careers than they usually have now.
Yeah. Look, you're Aquarius. We just gotta brace ourselves for which way your wind is blowing.
Hey, I'm giving y'all direction. See, if you pay attention, I'm giving you direction. I am needed. Aquarius is needed for direction. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Who said, I just heard this conversation like somebody got to be the leader, the head chick, and all this right here. Why, when we all got our own responsibilities in a true poly relationship, everybody got their own responsibility. That man supposed to really lead. If he fits the part what Auntie Janisha said, that he know how to do what he's supposed to be doing.
There's always a main.
Yeah.
There's
I
always-
mean,
there-
maybe.
There's generally always a first. Just
You
like
think?
this child.
Yes.
Just like, and you may not.
And
want
she's the main
raise
to
her.
do what?
She okay. Calm down. Calm down.
No, I'm asking you what she made to
I'm
do
trying
what?
to tell you.
Ain't no, why you
She's
got,
the-
I gotta calm
because-
down.
Stop talking so she can tell you.
Okay.
So there, like I said, there is different ways you can do it. Each woman might have her own home, but also that means on the other side, they all could cohabitate. If it was my house before you got there, it's my house when you get there.
Okay, I
But
get
now
where you're
it
going.
is now it's our home, right?
Mhm.
But
That's
there
what I
are
thought.
rules that were in place already, so that's why I take the lead. Because I can't let you just come in and do whatever, mama. You're gonna have to fit into what we got going on, because that was.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Because these people mental. Man, I be seeing these people on. I be seeing them in court nowadays, suing each other. Like, what the world?
Samira, it's no
What's
different
up?
than getting into a monogamous relationship with the person.
I
If the
get
man, like
that. I
you just
get
said,
that.
If he's the lead, let's say you get with the man, he already has his own home, 2 cars, but he can only drive one at a time. He's putting you in one. He's gonna be regulating that.
Okay, and I get that. So I'm finna again give y'all a leading point of Aquarius. That's why you just ghost yourself out the situation. Ghost. All say it with me. Ghost.
You're not
No.
one to do that.
Ah,
That's not
what?
fair.
What?
No.
That's not fair.
No.
I'm saying because some people see that what I'm talking about, the mental. If we all just do our thing, and
you
I
can't
understand,
expect
and you
somebody's
it-
face
if
is just-
somebody only got to tell me as an adult rules one time.
No, see, this is where contracts come in. This is where everybody sit at the table and we write our contracts and we establish from the beginning who's going to have what role and how that role
And
is
what you
going
even
to look.
expect.
Auntie, that's what I just said. You only got to
What
tell me
am I
one
looking for?
time.
What are you
Why
looking
do somebody
for?
gotta oversee me constantly like I'm on somebody's job site?
You're
If I'm in
taking
a
it like that,
relationship,
but that's not
no.
That's not
No.
what it is.
Mm-mm.
That's not what it
That-
is.
no.
So how's she still in the
Because-
lead?
Because she was there before. Okay, if it were you and your husband, right? You and I talked about this already.
We are
Would you
equal
want somebody
partners.
just coming in just because she feel like she's grown, she can just fit her little stuff in any
Absolutely not. But then when I
Exactly.
actually hold
So
on,
then you're
but
the
like I
main.
say, that's what I'm saying. Wait, hold on. Why I gotta be the main? We can just be equal partners in this relationship. Hold on, I'm gonna try to explain myself. Can y'all stop attacking me? Let me explain myself. What I'm saying, oh my God.
What you're asking,
Period.
comes in.
Auntie, all I asked you was you say sign a contract at the beginning of this, right? How many
Right.
times should you have to tell adult to do adult things?
Oh my God, are you really asking that? That's why I don't want to be the first.
See, that's why I don't want to
Because
be
I
in these
wanna-
relationships.
I want
That's
nothing
when
but.
I said ghost. I didn't say I would ghost a healthy relationship. I would go some irresponsible
But it's
foolishness. Quick.
But Michelle, it's not necessarily irresponsible. You're questioning it from the beginning, and ain't nothing even happened yet. Like you just don't want to submit to her because she a woman. You're going into her space and you're thinking you're questioning why she got to be the lead. Well, did you not just walk into her space? That still was her space.
Wait, because some people leadership goes a little too far.
Okay, but you're not giving it a chance yet before you jump to the negative.
I never said that. But let's call it what it is. We are all equal in this thing. We all adults. We're coming together to get something done. But that's how I perceive it. You just exactly. That's how I perceive it, and you may perceive it differently. I said when I thought about how I would want one of these relationships, we all are equal. Because I did say at one time I would want to be the leader over a chick, and you ain't gonna come up and run it. But when I had to really sit down and think about a healthy relationship, she will be my equal partner, just as him.
In time, though, think about that. Though it has to be in time, because what you and your man has put down. You can't just let anybody come in there thinking they're equal on y'all level right at the moment that they step on the
Why
deck.
not?
No.
That's just like dating.
Time.
They
Nope.
haven't,
It
they
takes
haven't
time.
been vetted enough yet to have
Yeah.
all of the respect, all of the perks and all of that.
Well,
We don't
she's
get into
coming
all
in
the
for her
nitty-gritty.
position. She should already know how to perform her position. Her position
No,
is her
she can't.
position.
She can't. You know how I know she can't? And you also know
Ah,
she can't. Because let's just say we didn't even talk about another person. You and your man together, y'all are constantly learning each other, just y'all two.
exactly.
No,
So
no,
I'm
but
going to
think about
perceive
that.
him as
So
from,
there's no
listen,
possible way
but that's what
for
I'm saying. I have changed my output on my relationships. I try to think positive coming in. You just sat there and tried to make it seem like I'm just like toting this woman out. No, I'm looking at her as my equal. Me coming in or she coming in. I'm looking at us like we're equal so we can get this thing done. I'm not trying to act like I'm over her, and I don't want her acting like she's over me. We're all equal in these things as adults, and we finna do some adult things and get some adult things done. I'm not trying to see nobody overseeing me. As what?
I think
Okay.
you're looking at it in a negative light.
No, I'm looking at it as a positive. How I'm
Listen,
looking at it as I want to be in
Let's
it.
try this.
No, when you're hearing the word lead, I think you're feeling that like some women feel the word submission.
No, I know I will have to submit. I will have to submit to this man and this woman. That's why I say, who needs to lead me? When I should already know how to perform my duties as a partner to both of these people.
Let's
I
just
shouldn't need
agree
nobody
and say,
to.
yeah, you should. You should.
Okay, no,
Okay.
I'm gotta agree. I'm not agreeing to that.
Oh my gosh, that's what you just said.
Yeah.
I just said that I would submit. Oh, okay, but
No,
I'm saying like what part I'm agreeing? Oh,
Because
my
I
bad.
said
Yeah, I take
should.
it back. Yeah, we
Because
should. Yeah,
you
we
used the word
agreeing.
should. But
We
the
signed the
fact that
contract.
the fact
We
that it's not
signed the contract,
automatic.
and we all going to get this party started, and we just gonna move forward with financially being responsible adults, holding down this beautiful relationship, living our best life. Period. That's how I see it.
See, and there you go. And now you done enter the money on the Capricorn brain, and I gotta speak on it.
Oh
Girl
Lord.
coming in here, and I don't know that she know how to handle finances yet, and I'm not finna let her take lead and decide that she needs to do anything with the finances that can mess up my household for the next 3 months that I gotta dig us. No.
Okay, but I didn't say it like that. Auntie Destiny. Hold on. No. Auntie, did you just say at the beginning we signed contracts? Contracts is an order. So that means in that contract, hold on, Janisha. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Auntie Destiny. When you agree in that contract, it should already be whoever. If we already know Janisha is the responsible one for finance, that means so much of that woman finance or however they agree, that finance need to come to her to make sure that house run in order, right? So that means everybody should know their position and nobody should be overseeing. That's just like me going to rent an apartment. Nobody should have to tell me to go pay my rent. I should automatically, as an adult, know to go pay my rent.
Okay, Michelle, but I think the point that you're missing is let's say, for argument's sake, let's say everybody lives in one house. We're not living in a separate house. We have one person assigned to handle the household account. So everybody's working. Everybody's money is going into this household account. The person that's in charge of that household account is the person responsible for making sure that the mortgage is paid, the bills are paid, and the utilities, all of that. If you have your own vehicle, that can either come out of the household fund, or you can set it up to where you will be responsible for your own vehicle. Okay. So with that being said, what Auntie Janisha is saying, let's say partner female A was with the male first. So they have already established a relationship. Let's say they've been together for 5 years. They already know how they work. They have their routine down. And let's say Auntie Janisha is female B coming in. Okay. She is coming in. She's a new person. She hasn't been there for 5 years. She doesn't know how they work yet. So she is at a disadvantage because she not only is she learning him, but she's learning her and she's learning the routine. And
absolutely. That's what I said.
She might also be good with the finances. But
I said that. Hold on, but that's what I said. I just said, why should it be a leading woman when this man should be the leader of this family, and whoever is good at what should be put in that position, and everybody need to play their role. That's all I'm saying.
Because think of it like a business. That's me right now as a business. Look at it. Take it out of relationship.
Janisha doesn't come in as an equal. She doesn't come in as an equal.
That's what she's
can't
asking.
be equal because she hasn't been there for 5 years.
It's like when you go.
I don't agree with that
because relationships are.
And I understand we gonna be dating, and that's why I said ghost. Because baby, if you can't play if you come in here try to do anything other than what is structured and on that contract, bye. It's just like dating.
Can I paint?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
In my mind, it's all business, all of it. Me and my grandkids, our relationships, business.
Exactly.
All relationships are business. Okay, so somebody coming into your space, it doesn't matter. They're coming into your space. Whatever the relationship is, whatever is, you are always the lead because nobody cares more about that space than the persons that have been there. Like you're saying, ghosting. So you don't care about it like that person that you're trying to say don't have no say over.
No, I would ghost if this relationship don't fit me.
You're not giving it up the proper thought process on why there needs to be a lead. If you can't handle that,
I don't agree with that. But, I agree with me going into a relationship where I feel comfortable.
Hold it. Because you keep saying the man is I thought that's his space, whatever. He's not going to be there. If these women are working out of the house or what, even if they all have their own job, they have a function in the family. His function, yes, is to lead. But guess what? He's supposed to have somebody under him that he can really confide in on certain things. Everybody ain't good with secrets. Everybody ain't good with this, that, and the third. Everybody has a function, period.
If we are in a relationship and we already in an open relationship, that means we should be comfortable. We all should be comfortable with talking about whatever it is.
We keep talking about a new person coming in. We're not comfortable yet. We're still in the vetting process. You're not going to know all the things up front. You're not going to all the what to do's or the what not to do's yet. Somebody does have to lead you around, and that man got to go to work. So yes, for a while, we're not saying forever, but for a while, yes, she will be the lead to help you get integrated into the family, mama. It can't work. You can't
exactly.
I don't know, but I'm trying. I still don't understand why we use the word lead. That's just someone, and that my equal. I could just teach somebody.
You don't do that in any place that you go.
I mean, because in a relationship, in something like that, where. Yo, no, on yeah. That word lead to me ain't no.
It's not for you because you.
Yeah, it's not me playing with the. No, wait, hold on. If I see people, because let me tell you something. If you watch a lot of these relationships or read a lot of these books, how people out here operating, that's why I have a problem with that word lead. Some of these heifers be getting down like straight up acting like they boss mode. I'm going to go something. Hold on, no. Hold on. If somebody come at me like that, yes, I'm ghosting. I didn't say I would ghost a healthy relationship with somebody coming in and actually trying to get me to be, fit in this. But you're not finna treat me like I'm less than. No. Exactly. No. But that's what I said. But that's what I said. I said a chick, all these shits out here that lead mess go to a lot of people's head. I hear.
All right. We're gonna move on.
Together off of some negativity, and we're trying to actually talk about how it can be. Just imagine. The lead is just
it's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. I'm fine with a woman was trying to do it like that. I'm not fine with a woman trying to control me, because everybody know Michelle is already an alpha female. It ain't gonna happen. It's not, exactly. I need to start my own.
All right.
Period.
We moving on. We're moving on. I saw the Barbie movie. I know I was teasing Auntie Michelle about the Barbie movie, but I actually saw it because it came highly recommended. This is going to be a huge spoiler alert, but I just have to read this because this was after Barbie came back the real world, and Ken had came there before her and just turned Barbie land upside down. A real woman was accompanying Barbie when they got back to Barbie land. Barbie was discouraged because she had this idea in her head that she made every young girl grow into a woman to be the best that she can be. And when she went to the real world, she found out that it was a mess. The woman said to her, she said, "It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. Like, we always have to be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. You have to be thin, but not too thin. And you can never say that you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy, but also you have to be thin. You have to have money, but you can't ask for money because that's crass. You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean. You have to lead, but you can't squash other people's ideas. You're supposed to love being a mother, but don't talk about your kids all the damn time. You have to be a career woman, but also always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for a man's bad behavior, which is insane. But if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You're supposed to stay pretty for men, but not so pretty that you tempt them too much or that you threaten other women, because you're supposed to be part of the sisterhood. But always stand out and always be grateful, but never forget that the system is rigged. So you find a way to acknowledge that, but always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, never get out of line. It's too damn hard. It's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you. And it turns out, in fact, that not only are you doing everything wrong, but everything is your fault. I'm just so tired of watching myself and every single other woman tie herself into knots so that people will like us. And if all of that is also true for a doll just representing women, then I don't even know. When she said that, I was just like, wow, that wraps womanhood in a nice, neat little package. I couldn't explain it any better. What do you guys think about that?
Before anyone answers, I was trying to send a message. I wanted to say, I'm walking, as y'all know, I'm in New York and I'm here working. I'm walking into my last dinner meeting for the weekend and I am completely done. Hallelujah. Thank you, hallelujah. But I wanted to say that I thank y'all for being patient with me, because y'all know I stay on go and I be running all the time. I know y'all gonna hold it down for me in my absence. But I'm walking into this dinner meeting. It is very, very loud. I thought I was going to be able to communicate with y'all and sit, in this dinner, but it is way too loud in there. But I love the energy and I love the spice, and y'all hold it down for me, and I see y'all on the next episode.
Okay,
All
bye.
right, baby. Go do your thing. Very proud of you, Marva. Go ahead, girl.
Love you.
Show
Love
up and show out. Represent, boo. Ah!
I'm trying. Later.
Later. Okay, Auntie Janisha. Okay.
I think that was pretty comprehensive. Like, everything was in there.
Yeah.
All the do's and the don'ts. You almost inspired me to want to go and see it.
Oh, you should.
Almost.
You should.
I tried to, Auntie. I wouldn't sleep on it. You already know.
even if it's just for that speech alone. I mean, it was profound. It was profound.
I couldn't get into it, but I love that speech. I do. That speech is very inspiring. But it just seemed like I done seen this too many times, even an adult, like after watching this. I done seen it too many times and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, because I was watching this movie. It's called Arrange, and it's about these two teachers. One is Jewish and one is Muslim. And both of those cultures, their marriages are arranged for them. I was wondering, how would you feel if we had arranged marriages in our culture? And if so, who would you want to arrange it? Would you want it to be your parents, or would you want it to be like a matchmaker?
I want to go there. I definitely would not want that. I don't want nobody picking for me. And even we have seen a lot of the two cultures that you talked about here in America now. You can hear them speaking out against that. Like they feel this. So even though that's part of their culture, a lot of them are going against that right now because they're saying it's not fair to them. And a lot of the ones where I have heard them in videos and stuff, they say that they had to just be comfortable in that relationship, never in love. And I feel like everybody deserves true love because, I mean, even if that's being taught over there and they're not going, all the way fulfilled, it got to be something like you're lacking. You really seriously is lacking that this is not right. It's too many. It's just like too many people make rules for you so that you can step out and really be and grow as you need. I don't agree with that.
Auntie Janisha?
Personally, with the mess that our society looks like, I am pretty much willing to try anything at this point. Auntie, it's just, look at us. There are so many of those cultures where that particular thing is going on. Their family dynamic looks so much better than what we are experiencing here. I'm not saying that it would fix everything, but it would certainly fix some things. But again, it starts with culture. I don't think that a matchmaker is the best way to go. And as far as my parents, I love them, but no. Especially my grandma, because I know she bought some money and I can make my own money. Like I don't want that to be her deciding factor for me. You understand?
Right.
And my mom's a Scorpio, so no, I don't want them choosing anybody for me because, but like if we grew up in a culture that thought of cultural things first, and one of those cultural things again is the children. Every decision on cultures that are really tight knit, they think generations ahead. How will this affect my grandchildren's grandchildren? And those are the decisions that if we were actually thinking outside of self, and those people stay together for years. No, they don't start out, obviously. Somebody else chose them to be together. But many of them, once they've been together, there's a common goal and and things just work.
Right.
So they hold it together and make things work. We're so selfish. Things are not holding together. We're not trying. We're disappearing.
I would like to speak on that real quick. A lot of those things are holding together. Like if you actually hear these women speak in these relationships, it's because they're not allowed to speak out. And that's one of the things, like a lot of them are basically sold into the money, because how much the money the man have and this, that, and another, or the family name holds weight. And he's offering it is not IT and the father offering his daughter up. And a lot of times they hold together is because they have to stay in these relationships. They're not allowed to. Somebody's forcing them into something and you have to just eat it and make. You ain't allowed. You see, here in America, we have freedom of speech. Yeah, we know it's a contradiction of that, but we are allowed to speak out when somebody's hurting us. We are allowed to walk away. We are allowed to divorce. So it looks a lot messier over here, but trust me, a lot of women want to get up out the relationship, but they stay in for years and they just have to eat that.
I know that.
I'm just saying.
That is true, but not all of them are abusive, though.
I didn't say all of them. I just say it seems a little messier over here than versus there.
But this is the thing. I didn't say that those relationships, all of them work, right? They can stand to take a look at theirs too and see what they can do different. I'm just saying we can stand to try to some different things here. We can leave out the week. We can see what doesn't work for them, like the forcing and the that and that. Maybe it should be somebody's choosing for you out of these three right here, something like that. And then you get a choice. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact same way they're doing it. I'm just saying, try something different, because look at the mess we're in. And it's kind of, y'all know that saying, keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result that's mental illness, right? Yeah. So
exactly.
If we don't want to even try anything else, then I just don't know. Our children are condemned.
I totally agree. But the thing is what we need to fix is our mental altogether. Things that are being taught to us for years, what really is not working for us. Those are the things what really need to be changed. The mental capacity that we hold and the way that society have us thinking we should be. That is what got us in a whole uproar of the selfishness of having healthy relationships, being healthy or relationships with one another altogether. How we're taught by the society. So in a sense, it's in both cultures, it's the exact same thing, but we are allowing people to lead us. That's why I really, and I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying it's too many people telling us how we should live, and every's totally different. And everybody find love totally different.
Not enough people are telling us how, and I only base that on the fact that we're still old enough or young enough, whatever, to remember our parents and grandparents saying that the community used to watch out for them. That means they had more people talking to them and giving them a word. Even the local winehead was telling the kids, boy, get your rump out the road. That sort of thing. It's dark out here. You're supposed to be at home. This the winehead now.
Absolutely.
Sensible people won't even say anything to children when they see them.
Right. But why did they stop? Why do we hear them saying that? It's a lot of people don't want you to say. A lot of people don't say that to my child, and in offense of all that.
You know how I feel about that. We can't worry about what
I get that, but also as well, it have become very violent to even interact with children because they parents lead that example. But what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about that society what got the mind control. We're talking about that government, that TV, that rap, that music, all that stuff where have introduced these kids to what a relationship is supposed to look like. And we know that's far from that right there. That TV land, come on, no, baby.
That's why we have to be louder than that. We're supposed to be louder than those things.
Right.
We let those things take center stage. If like Chief Latava, she's one that in her community, they're real elders up there. She will introduce her sons and daughters to somebody that has quality sons and daughters. And it's up to them what they're gonna do with it, but at least get the introduction going. That's the same.
I agree with that because they're raising on
them alone, and then they having issues. What's going on? I don't see y'all really talking no more. That's a part of it.
Right.
You're not forcing anything, but you are guiding the relationship that you see that possibly will work because you got a little more wisdom. That's a part of being an elder, and that's what we don't do. And especially our elders are not doing that. Not trying to rag on the older people, but they done lost it. They don't have.
No, but I agree. I agree.
Their elders. That's all I'm saying.
Kids or the winos or whatever, they left you with something highly intelligent when they open their mouth to say something to you, something you can take with you for life. These things ain't got nothing to say, but oh my God, I mean, what are we talking about?
We're gonna move on to Journey of Self-Love. Everyone get your index cards out. This one is number 3. We are going to write on our index cards, I am powerful. Wherever you posted the I am beautiful, and I can't remember what the second one was, you're going to post those next to those. So we're going into open topics, and I want to start with a conversation that Auntie Michelle and I had. I didn't want her answer at the time because I didn't want her to have to repeat it when we came here. This was the comment that Tyler Perry made about telling Black women to settle with a man who can only pay the light bill. And I wanted to know what I missed, because my take on what he was saying was, if a woman met a man who fills all her criterias, but he makes $20,000 and she makes $80,000, to give the relationship a chance. Auntie Michelle, you now have the floor. Tell me, what did I miss in that statement?
It's his deliverance. It was nothing. Okay, what he said, I agree with, and I am that woman. If you make less than me, but you treat me right, we get along, we can build together, we can get some things going. And as long as you are showing that you are trying to not just but I wouldn't date you anyways. If you just trying to sit on, and this is not saying nothing against them people, but I just want more for me. I want somebody in my list of who I would love to date. Is somebody I can grow with. So if you're working at Popeyes as the cashier or McDonald's as the cashier, and I hear you speak about, but I want to own some franchises, that's why I'm here. I'm cool with that. Baby, let's get it. Now, if you just don't have really, I'm not going to move further in dating. So it's a difference there. If you have not and I'm 41. So, I mean, what are we talking about? I can't, I can help you, you know what I'm saying? But I done put myself in some real bad positions trying to, go back and pull somebody up where I'm at. So we're not doing that no more. I need you to match my energy because I'm not where I want to be exactly at either. I'm not far from, but I'm not there. And I'm still moving myself up that ladder. So I need somebody was, going up that ladder as well. You understand what I'm saying? So when Tyler Perry said what he said, his deliverance on that is, you need to be checking both parties, not just the females, the males as well. But elaborate more that these men, if you see this man really trying to put an effort to grow, come on, you know what I'm saying? If y'all there, come on, it's okay to just, but that person, what you have to reach all the way down that ladder to grab up. I'm not finna suggest somebody do that because I'm not gonna do that. And that's gotta be a thing where Tyler Perry gotta ask himself, will he do that for a female? Because the person he did marry, she went far down that ladder as well. She may not have been as up high as where he had, but she had a lot going on for herself. Because baby girl was a model, an international model. She got a scale behind her. So I'm not finna suggest to people to do things that I'm not gonna do for myself. So that's why I did have a problem with that. And he have been, over the years in his movies, it's a kind of conflict there with him and the feminine energy, the female. You know what I'm saying? I like Tyler Perry, don't get me wrong. But sometimes it shows, bias. You know what I'm saying? He can show bias within, and he been displayed that to us. But I mean, I'm down for my brother Tyler Perry. He done did great things, and I still look at him as somebody that I admire. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he should not tell somebody to do something he's not gonna do.
Okay, Auntie Janisha.
I didn't actually hear what he had to say. I have seen the movies, so I've seen what he has to say. I look for a person with potential, and that has been my downfall. But I don't have to have the basketball player, that person over there.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I learned a few years ago, about 5, that it actually scared me when this guy, he retired from the military, and he had this big, beautiful home and the beautiful Akita, those dogs
that look like wolves. Yeah.
Yes. He just had everything. And we had a history. And he went back and he found me and flew me out, started dating. And it terrified me because everything was in place. And all I had to do was, what we were talking about earlier, follow his lead, mold myself on in, and all the stuff. That terrified me because I'm, first of all, not a one height. And I know this isn't the question that you're asking, but I'm a builder and a doer. So getting back to the question, if a guy does not have, at this stage in my life, I don't feel the need to do all of that. But earlier in my dating, I was willing to do all of that. If he didn't have anything or whatever, and I see potential, if I see something, you're making any little move, then I'm right there, putting my resources in there, And obviously it hasn't worked out for me because I'm not with those people. But I don't regret helping another human being.
Right. I like that.
That's a part of me. But it just depends on where you are in your life. Many of us ladies are not making $80,000.
No.
So that's a big thing right there too, because that's, but so many of us, we are looking for the one man, and that's really the narrative that our brothers, because I'm hearing that over and over. We're wanting somebody that's making 100,000 plus. Most of they're not. No. And that's where he's leaning towards, give these other brothers a chance. But you have to be able to see something in them.
Right.
That's what I was talking about. Right.
They have to be trying to bust a move.
Right.
There's no need for us to come in and pull it up out of them, because we need to be dealing with grown folks.
Right.
That's already trying to do something.
Right. That's how I feel.
You are a man. And we want to, yes, do this submitting, but there's only a certain man that women will automatically submit to.
Exactly.
Right.
Bringing something. Right. Working on the fries at McDonald's or whatever. He has to be walking a certain way to carry that energy. Everything else. Right. And yes, all day long you will deal with the brother on fries at McDonald's if he's walking a certain way, but that's a long way to walk.
Exactly. I mean, and that's how I feel. Like, if you just feel like your 5-year plan right now is just to be right here, flipping these flyers and not trying to get the education to understand how to open one of these for yourself, what we talking about? I mean, at least make manager. I don't know, something where we gonna have more than that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm not even on that level. I'm not finna know. That's not even how I roll. So I can't date that way.
And nobody should be encouraging us to date that way. Nobody
That's
because
it.
the lack of finances is one of the biggest things still that causes people to break up.
Right.
Nobody wants to struggle, and that's not
Yes,
cool.
ma'am.
And we can have
Yes,
this
ma'am.
too. Some of my community that I deal with don't feel that you should be dating if you're broke. And I
agree with that.
I don't fully agree, because everybody, like you said earlier, deserves love and whatever, and you are where you are.
Right.
Maybe those two people both. That's homeless people. I deal with the homeless. I work with homeless. I can't say that.
And I see some of them have good. Yeah, they be having some old romantical things going on. I'm like, well, ooh.
I see them dragging a pet behind them, but that's a whole nother conversation. But that's not fair.
No.
It's not. But it seems like every homeless person have a pet. And I'd be like, ow, my bad. Go ahead, girls. Let me stop.
But everybody deserves love. So I'm not completely sold on that. But at the same time, if we are, they're homeless and they're where they are. But if we are, quote unquote, middle class, lower middle class, upper middle class, whatever, and we're trying to get ourselves together, ain't no use dragging nobody else in your mess until at least you get some
right
under you.
Absolutely.
Those are just human expectations of one another that makes things fair.
Right.
Don't be dragging people in your mess.
Right.
So don't expect somebody to be trying to do all of that. No.
Okay. Yeah, because when I saw the video and everybody was like coming for him, and I was just like, wait, whoa, hold the phone. What did I miss in what he said? Because I took it totally different than everyone else on the platform, because I was just like blown away at all of the hostility in everybody that commented. I don't know if you remember in the last episode, we did the poll for the boyfriends. I found the poll for the girlfriends this time. And like last time, I didn't do every single question. I just did the ones that I was interested in. Here's the girlfriend test. Okay, number 1, would you date someone significantly shorter than you? What percentage said yes? Now, these are women.
I have to say, I like me old short men, and I don't know why. I find a very attraction to short men. But I mean, that's not for me. I think a lot of them would say no. And I would put that up there with about 80 to 90% would say no. I know a lot of that have always been a theme that a lot of women don't like the shorter guys.
Okay.
I think they're so adorable.
Okay. What about you, Auntie Janisha?
I would say about 65% say no.
Well, not saying no, saying yes.
Oh, saying
yes.
Say
yes.
Yes.
Also, about
that 40.
I said that I have to drop mine to 60%.
Okay.
Yes.
So my answer was 65%. The actual answer was 36.7%.
I was close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 2, do you like being the big spoon or the little spoon? What percentage said big spoon?
I would have to say 90%.
These are
us women. We like to be some boss. We like to be boss.
Yeah,
Michelle, you definitely have a type, I swear.
Yes, she does.
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna tell. It's like
say 38% of women like to be the big spoon.
Okay, my answer was 70%. The actual answer was 20.4%.
Oh, that much low.
Yeah.
Because you like to be held.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
A sense of humor is the most important trait when looking for a partner. What percentage said true?
I'm gonna go with a 60% true. I love me a funny guy. I really do. You can get me with a joke or yes, sense of humor. Yes, I get.
Okay,
Auntie, you got me.
This is women that wants a man to be funny.
Yes, that says that a sense of humor is the most important trait. Yes,
most important. Let's go at 68%. No, not most important. Oh, goodness. Were there choices beyond that, or they just sort of like that?
No, look, we went through this with the boyfriend.
I know, but I'm
this
thinking
is the question.
Most important trait. This is on.
Stop overthinking. Just.
Oh my God.
I did the same
A
thing.
humor. Okay, let's go with 57%.
Okay, my answer was 80%. The actual answer was 58.3%. So you are actually pretty close, Auntie Janisha.
Yeah, because we be looking for love and trust. And
Not
I
me.
said
all
60%.
that stuff. Yeah, Michelle, you were.
Yeah, Michelle, you did. Look, not me. I want somebody that can make me laugh. All that other stuff can come later. Okay, number 4. This is the marriage one. Will you take your partner's last name? What percentage straight up said yes?
Are these millennials we're talking about? See, I need.
Gotta be like 80%. 80%.
It didn't ask all of those questions. It was just I'm assuming that it's women all across the board.
Let's say 75%.
I would have to say 80%.
Okay,
That's
my
a lot of people love that traditional mess.
My answer was
said mess.
65%. The actual answer was 60.6%. So we were pretty close.
Oh wow, 60.
Yeah. A lot of people love that traditionally take his last name and all that.
Yeah, but that's like half. 60 is just about half.
Yeah.
Nobody caring about that no more like that.
Nope.
Yep. I didn't take the last name when I got married. So hey.
Okay. Ready for the last one?
Yep.
There's a door. Should your partner hold it open for you? What percentage said yes?
98%.
Auntie Michelle?
I'm going to say about 60%.
My answer was 56%. The actual answer was 47.3%.
What?
That's what I said.
People don't care about it no more. That's why I be going with that half, almost down number, because a lot of people don't care about those things no more. That's not a thing.
This is what I'm talking about. You got to hold them to some kind of standard as being the male. Why would we take everything from them? It's so simple.
But this is the thing. We watched our parents not make those things because if you look back in the 40s and 50s, even they made your brothers and your uncles and stuff hold the same standards as what you're supposed to make your husband hold for you.
Because they're
even the fathers did. But now they totally got away from that. I remember when I was having my kids, I used to tell my kid's father to buy his daughters something for Valentine's Day and take them on dates and stuff like that. And I don't know why, because I never seen that being done, but I thought it was so important for him to do that, because I know if he taught them how to do that, those things, no man can come in and actually tell them something different.
This is why it's upsetting to me.
Right, exactly. I was like,
thoughts for it, but this is exactly the problem. This is why we live in this polygamous society, but nobody don't want to admit to it. That is why, right there, we're not holding.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The mental capacity out here, that's what strays me away from saying, hold on. The mental.
Who can fix
the
it,
mental.
though, right? You know who can
we
fix
can.
it?
Yeah.
Women can fix it.
Yeah, we can fix it.
But we're too busy. We are too busy
trying to be a boss.
Underhanding each other and trying to be the boss.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I say equal. No. I say equal. If we come in as partners
Michelle,
and work together,
If it's 47% of the women that actually are trying to hold the men to the standard, that means 60.
But that's what I'm talking about, partnership.
Let her finish.
Listen, that means 53% of the women are, you're gonna most likely, let me say it like this, you're gonna most likely get one of these knucklehead broads that cannot be your equal yet. That's why I've been trying to tell you the first time.
And that's why I say go.
If a low number of women is actually trying to do the right thing, we heard that with these statistics. That means
I don't think you truly understand what I be saying. No, that's why I say when I say ghosts, I'm talking about those type of women. I only want to deal with women on my level. But even when I'm talking about dating, I just same thing what I said about Tyler Perry. I want to date people on my level. I can't help those other people.
Level yet until you vet her. It takes time to know that.
Yes, but I'm going to open up to her. I'm going to give her 100% and let her knock that percentage down. Okay. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. That's how I date now. And I love it.
Okay.
I'm going to open myself fully to you. And Auntie, we just discussed this. I got to open myself fully to a person first and let them bring it. But when you decide to not, what we talk about, we ain't on the same level. We just not on the same level. And I need to go. I need to go.
Inviting somebody in your home, because you know good and well, you're not going to give her 100% of access to everything that's right there where you got to lay your head. Now,
Well,
you know,
nobody gets 100%. Even the people who have been together for
exactly.
ever, nobody gets
It has to be
100%.
ushered in. Okay,
I'm
so
talking about, but I'm saying I don't want that. I just don't want a person to feel like I'm over them,
then
I'm
don't act
above
like
them,
that.
and
Then
all this.
stop.
No. But that's
Then
what I
don't
was
act
kept
like that.
saying to you. But that's what I kept saying to you. If you look at a lot of these poly relationships, what's going on right now, that's how these women are acting within those relationships. It's a higher percentage of that. When they talk about leadership, that I'm the one in charge and all this, that leadership, like she can run them and she can no. That's not no healthy relationship.
That's their behavior and definition.
I'm talking about what I'm looking at. I can't say because I haven't been in one, baby.
That's what I just said. How you do it?
No, and I just said how I would do it. You just told me I was wrong for doing it like that.
No, she didn't say that.
No,
what she
I'm
said
saying
was
is when
a person
questions
isn't
are
going to
being
come in
asked
and
of
being
us,
equal.
it's more about
Exactly.
No, listen to me. Exactly. Listen, please. When the question was asked, because I think that you respect all three of us here that are with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Auntie Marva's not on here right now, but I'm talking about the four of us because we're the four that do this. When we are talking about the standards that we have. We are talking because we feel that we have some sense above other things that we are seeing. That's the purpose of this show in the first place. Not that we know everything, not that we're counselors in psychology. We're not none of those things. We're not doctors, none of that. But we do have some doggone sense about things. And we do think, and we do have some empathy, and we care. We actually give a damn, right? So it's not so much about what we are seeing that should be dictating what comes out of our mouth. That's all it was. It's about how do you see yourself? What kind of lead, if you're walking into somebody's home, no, you're not going to be walking all through there. You're going to let her kind of show you around and stuff. She is leading you.
I get, no. And I said something about that, but hold on. But I kept saying it. You kept saying, I'm looking at it negative. I said, the only thing with that leadership thing is and then when I said ghost, understand what I just said. I will come in and be submissive. But if you start taking that leadership mess to that other level, I ghost. And that's what I was saying. And both y'all can say, no. I know, because I'm saying if I see this contract as a grown woman, I am healthy enough. Michelle, I'm healthy enough to understand rules and regulations. It's just like me moving to somebody's house and me becoming a roommate. I understand rules. I'm a very respectful person, but I can only speak for myself. So if you start acting like you running me, this, that, another, ghost.
But there you
and
go.
That's just like a man. Ghost. Hold on. Hold on. Because I have to say what I'm going to tolerate and what I'm not going to tolerate.
Michelle,
I have boundaries. I have healthy boundaries to date and whomever.
Auntie Michelle,
you're basing
let
it on
Auntie
the filth.
Janisha finish her point.
You're basing it.
But I was the one just talking. Go ahead, girl.
You and I are saying the same thing, but you're not kind of connecting exactly what you're saying, because I'm hearing you. What you keep saying is
I don't see how everybody keeps saying no. I'm saying what I will tolerate and what I won't tolerate.
Right.
Yes, I will submit myself to some respectful people. No, I will not submit myself to people who's trying to control me. And everybody know, as Aquarius, that's the first way to lose us. Ghost.
Exactly.
So if y'all want to throw that in Zodiac in there, ghost. That control, no.
You're right.
Serious.
That's what we agree with.
But that's the only thing I've been saying. That's the only thing I've been saying. And when I do speak, I do like to try to speak on a lot of things that I'm seeing in this world where I feel need to be corrected.
That's the problem. You were kind of jumping, getting feisty with it off of those things.
I'm gonna get fussy like that anyways. Everybody know it's not out of.
Listen, but when you were doing that, it was as if we were trying to say that those things are right. Ain't nobody trying to say that foolishness they're doing is right. We're talking about a proper way to do a thing, a calm way.
But Poochie, you heard me say that.
Right.
Poochie, when I first started, if you listen to the recording, I said, I'm for it, but what keep on making me go back and forth when she asked that question, what keep making me say yeah and nay and kind of borderline with this? And I said my reasons is that's how I really got on that subject. Like that leadership mess. No, people nowadays take that mess to their head. People don't know how to understand that leadership. So I don't care for that word.
And you
right, but
I don't care for it.
But like Auntie Michelle, you keep interrupting Auntie Janisha, and she can't make her point because you keep interrupting her, saying the same thing over and over, and you're not understanding that she is agreeing with
I'm
you.
agreeing with you. Don't.
And I was okay, but I'm just telling her, okay, but I'm explaining to her what I'm talking about. Because if it was a disagreement,
you don't need.
no,
to
I'm saying to you, that's when you kept asking me talking about that leadership. You just that word, that lead. Yeah, I have a problem with that word. Don't, no. Let's use a whole nother frame because that might be good for the geese, but it ain't good for the gays.
Oh my God.
Auntie Michelle, stop interrupting Auntie Janisha and just let her finish her point. Because every time she gets to the bread and butter, you interrupt her, and then we can't hear what she's saying. So let her finish, let her get her thoughts out, and then you can see what she's trying to say.
No.
Go ahead, Auntie Janisha.
I'm kind of stuck. I don't. It's okay.
Okay, because we understand you. We understand exactly what you're saying, Michelle, and we are with you. I'm
done with it, child. Because I don't like when she kept telling me no. Actually, straight up no. When I said she was like, you got a problem with that word leadership, but that's not. Then you don't need to be a part of these relationships. No, what they have put out here as example for these relationships is a no. How I feel about being in a healthy poly relationship, swinging relationship, yes. How I feel about it, what I feel is healthy. Nobody can tell me no how I feel about a relationship.
And you know what would have been helpful?
That's the only thing I was saying.
Okay. What would have been helpful to explain what you're saying? I'm not trying to tell you how to talk. Is maybe you explain what a healthy leader would look like for you instead of that leadership mess. You keep calling it leadership mess like none of it worked. That's just all.
Okay.
That's what we are hearing.
And every time I would start to explain why I kept saying it, you kept me off. Yeah, every time I would try to explain why I kept saying
they have out there.
Exactly.
But you won't even let me speak on what I'm trying to say. That's what Auntie was just saying, and I was thrown off why I couldn't speak before. But may I say what I've been trying to say to you? That what you see out there, we already know that's some bullshit. We're not talking about that. We were trying to keep it like what would kind of work. Assume that you have somebody that's not treating folks like that. That type of leader, that's all. Assume better than the other mess, because we already know that's out there. Let's give the people something else. Let them know that there could be something else. That's the point. We don't want to harp on the negative all the time. We all know that that's out there. But how could this work? How could submissive work? And I got to keep using that word because that's the one we don't like.
No, I love it.
Because of how
I love it.
But there was a time we used to be like, man, I don't want to hear that either because of how it was thrown upon us.
Absolutely. Religion. But I love it now. I love it. Oh, no. You can still hang that up.
After I had to back up and look at it for myself. There's so many things that it is negative only just because of how it's been pushed at us. But that's not the way we were coming today. You can't say that. You keep saying it's what you've seen out there. Well, let's not give them the floor in here. That's why they're not on this podcast. We don't want them knuckleheads up in here. We're trying to give some solutions and some what could work. That's all.
Okay, can I talk? Can I talk? Sure. Can I talk? Everybody finish? So I can talk, right? Okay, bet. When I kept saying leadership, no. When I kept no, because I'm finna break down exactly what you just said, what I was trying to say. That's why I don't like that leadership world. That leadership mess, what I have seen out here, that's why I brought it to attention. And I feel like one of my responsibilities on this podcast, or just speaking in general, I'm gonna always highlight certain things that I feel should be highlighted. So I'm not bringing their mess on here. I'm just gonna speak on, because we speak on the good and the bad and the up and the down of everything. So yes, I'm going to address it because people are listening. So when you're out there seeking these type of relationships, if you open up your mind, I'm going to tell you certain things that should be a red flag before you enter. So regardless of how I'm speaking to this audience or another audience, I'm going to say, hey, I have been reading this and researching this, and these things right here, yeah, this is slavery over here. That's not a healthy relationship. That's not being in a healthy boundary. So that leadership mess, no, because a lot of people in leadership roles like to take it too far. I like healthy boundary relationships, and that's me.
Okay.
And that's what I would promote and push. So when I was saying what I was saying, that's what I was trying to break down. I accept this, but also on a negative note, yeah, if I'm telling these people they should open themselves and embrace this, these are some of the things right here that I've been checking out here was being promoted, and a lot of people been getting caught up in this mess, and now they're in a whole nother type of a whole nother dynamic of unhealthy situations because
Okay.
they're jumping out following this mess.
Okay, so let's change the word leadership to hierarchy because that's what they are considered in the polygamy community. There's a hierarchy. Do you like that word better, Auntie Michelle?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you like that word better?
I mean, yeah, I really do.
Okay.
I like the words was put in place where we are coming together, dating, and finding if we are a good fit. I like the healthier roles. So that's the only thing I was saying. So she like, why wouldn't I bring light to that foolishness that I'm seeing somebody out here, one woman standing up there and people bringing her oodles and noodles and bottles of water like this is what this represents. No, that's garbage and it's foolishness.
But
That's
you're saying
what-
that now like that's what we were promoting.
And that's not
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about when I spoke on it.
Right. But you didn't even acknowledge that. Okay, I see what y'all are saying about leadership. Okay, I could go for that. You didn't once do that. You just keep saying what
I said I don't like the word. And then nobody can make me change my mind on something I don't like. I'm not finna agree with somebody just because you want me to agree. I'm on here because I have my own thoughts and my own opinions to what I don't like the word. Just because I don't like it, you can like it. You can like it all day. I don't like it.
It's not that I like the word. It's what the word is. It's the definition of the word and what the person in hierarchy, the leader, is the same thing.
Yeah.
Girl.
Hey,
I just changed
hey,
it.
You just changed.
exactly. Well, whatever. Hey, I like I say, I don't mind being in one, and nobody can tell me I shouldn't be in one. How I perceive relationships is totally how different people perceive relationships.
Yeah.
How I see it is us coming together as one. I have just sat there and talked about with my auntie how I don't like to date. I'm not good on dating multiple people at one time. So I don't date multiple people. I like to try to date this one person and see how this is gonna go. Because I'm not trying to hurt other people. Now, if I open myself up to a poly relationship, yes, when you hear me say that word ghost, it was on the terms of when I see people doing red flag things, because I done got taught this in where I'm at today. What makes who she is to this day. Them red flags I like to ignore. No, it's a reason why I ghost. When I see them unhealthy activities going over and over here, yeah, baby girl finna ghost.
Well,
and I'm unapologetic.
But when you sit down at the table and you're discussing the relationship, if there's red flags, there's no reason for you to ghost. You can just say, "This isn't for me. It was nice meeting you," and
that's what I'm talking about. When we say ghost, that's what I mean. Like I'm not finna just up and bounce, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, when you were saying ghost,
no, I don't even do it like that. I used to do it like that, but
here
I do it a more healthier way. Hey, this ain't for me, and I'm ghost. I gotta go. Peace out.
Well, thank you everybody for joining in, and we'll see everybody next month. And thanks again for tuning in.
All righty. Goodbye.
Bye.